Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is fourth lecture of this series, lists in Python. So let's get started. In this lecture, we are going to study what are lists, and all these topics will be covered in this lecture. So let's discuss what are lists. Lists are sequence of multiple types of data which can contain int, float, even bool, string and list also. You can see example here. You can see L1 contains numbers, int and float type, and L2 contains string type of data, and L3 contain number, boolean and string type of data. L4 contain list type of data. We can extract values by positions like we have done in string. Let's open command prompt. Let's type Python. It will start Python on your command prompt. Now let's extract values by positions. It's L equals to now if you want to extract 2.5 from L, then we just have to do L of index of 2.5, that is 2. You can see it's 2.5. and if you want to slice a list, I mean just extract a list from a list, and we just have to do pass two indices, start and end. You can see it's 2 is from index 1 and 2.5 is from index 2. Now we can find length of the list using len function. We can just see length of L will be 3. Now let's talk about list and string, in how they are similar in some perspective. Let's S1 be a string Python, and if we extract a character, or character and string are similar in Python, I mean same in Python, so we just can say P is a string or a character, both are true. So S of 0 will be a string which contains one character, that is P, and if we take slice of the string, that will also be a string, and both are equal. You can see it's a single value and it's a slice, both are equal. Now if we take Python as a list, every character as an element in list, so now that will not hold true. As we saw here, it will not hold true for list. Let's take S2, take simple example. One, two, three, four, five. Now if we just take element 1, that is 0, it's 1, and take 0 to 1, it's list of length 1. So now if you compare S2 of 0 equals to S2 of 1, you can see it's showing false. So if we extract a value from a list, then it gives a value, not list, and if we slice or extract a list from a list, then it gives a list. It might be of length 1 or more. So these are not equal in list, and equal in string. Now let's discuss about how we can update lists. In Python, if we want to update a list or if we want to append an element to a list, we just have to use append function. That adds an element to the end of the list. Like if we take 1, 2, 3. Now if you want to add 5 to the list at the end of the list, we just have to type append and pass 5 to the append function, and it will add 5 to end of the list. Unlike string, we cannot update a value by its position in string. Let's take an example of a string. Let s equals to p Python. Now we cannot change t to any other character. Like if we want to change s of 2 to capital T, let's take capital T, it will throw an error. You can see type error. But we can do this in a list. Like if we take L, previous example, and we want to change 5 to 4, and we just have to do L of 3 equals to 4, and it will change 5 to 4. You can see it's 1, 2, 3, 4 now. So lists are mutable in Python and strings are immutable in Python. So let's talk more about mutability or immutability in Python. So values like int, float, bool, string, tuples are immutable. We will talk more about tuples further. Now let's discuss immutability. So if we take values like a equals to 4, just take this example, 4 b, take b equals to a. Now if we change a to 8, just think what will be the value of b. So if we type b here and hit enter, it will be 4. It won't change to a. So you can see values like int, float, bool, string and tuple are immutable. If we assign a value to another variable and if we change the first variable, then the value in this assigned variable will not change. So you can see it's 4 here. Let's talk about list, how lists are mutable. So let's take an example here. Let's take L1 equals to 1, 2, 3. Now if we take L2 equals to L1, you can see L2 is 1, 2, 3. Now if we change L1 of 2 equals to 9, you can see it's 1 to 9. Now what will the value of L2? Just think in your mind and answer to it to yourself. Now you can see it's changed to 1 to 9. This is because if we assign a list to a variable, then it points to that list, and if again assign another variable to a list, then it's again pointing to that same list. Like if you saw in previous slide, so we are assigning L2 equals to L1, so it's pointing to the memory location where L1 was pointing. So if we make change anything or any element to this list, then both list will be changed to this list. So how we can copy a list? We already saw that if you make a copy by doing just L2 equals to L1 or any list equals to another list, then after making change in first list, it will change the second list also. So we can copy a list by doing slicing. We can copy a list by doing slicing. You can see L1 is this. Now if you want to make L3 equals to L1, then we just copy all the elements to L3, and you can see it's L3. Now if you want to change L1, it won't affect L3. Let's take L1 of 2 equals to 4. You can see L1 is 1, 2 and 4. Now if we check L3, it will not be changed to L1. It will still remain what we have assigned it here. You can see it's still 1, 2 and 9, and L1 has changed to 1, 2, 4. So this is the right way to copy a list to another list. So now we can see some deviation from the equality of lists. Like if we take L1 equals to, take L1, L2 will be equals to L1, since we already have seen previous. Let's again take L2 equals to L1, L2 will be L1. So if we want to check L1 equals to L2, then just we have to type L1 equals to L2. It will show an Boolean type output. You can see it's true, since L1, the value inside L1 is equals to the value inside L2, so it's showing true. Now if we want to check L1 equals to L3, you can see L3 is copied from L1. I mean, just we have copied every element from L1 to L3. So if you want to check L1 equals to L3, you can see it. Sorry, let's take again, since L3 is not equals to L1. Let's take L3 equals to L1. Now if we check L3 equals to L1, it's showing true. Now if we check, there is a keyword is in Python. So if we check L1 is L2, it will be true, since both the lists are pointing to a same list. So L1 is L2 and L1 is L3, it will throw false, since both the lists are not same. The values inside lists are same, but lists are not same, so it's showing false. Now if you want to add or concatenate two lists, we can just use plus operator, like we have used this in string. If we want to L1 this and L2 this, if you want to add or concatenate L1 and L2, we can use just plus operator, and it will concatenate two lists end to end. And remember, plus always produces a new list. This is not equals to L1 or anything, since L1 is 1, 2 and 4. So plus produces a new list. So if we just check L1, it's still L1, 2, 4. So plus operator doesn't, so plus operator always produces a new list. So now the fun part is, in Python we can denote a number using underscore to make it more readable. Like if we do x equals to 1 billion, let's take 1 billion, it's 1 billion. Now if we take 1, it gain will be 1 billion, or it won't affect the number, and it's more readable. It's clearly visual that it's 1 billion. So thanks for watching this video, and if for any doubt you can comment down below, and thank you.